What if one of the biggest space missions of the decade never actually happened? What if Katy Perry's historic flight to the edge of space was staged? That's the explosive conspiracy theory tearing across the internet right now. From accusations of Hollywood-level CGI to secret occult rituals, people aren't just questioning this mission, they're convinced it was faked. But why? And is there any truth to it? Let's break it down. On April 14th, 2025, Blue Origin's New Shepard rocket launched from West Texas carrying 6 women including pop icon Katy Perry, media mogul Gayle King, and Lauren Sanchez, Jeff Bezos' fiancée, and a trained helicopter pilot. The mission, NS-31, was marketed as a celebration of women in spaceflight, reaching the Kármán line 62 miles up where the sky fades to black and Earth's curvature becomes visible. For about 4 minutes, the crew experienced weightlessness, took in the view, and even did a few flips standard for suborbital flights. The whole trip lasted just over 10 minutes before the capsule parachuted safely back to Earth. But within hours, the internet exploded with claims that none of it was real. Almost immediately, armchair investigators began dissecting the footage. Some said Katy Perry's hair didn't float right, claiming real zero gravity would make it drift more. Others pointed to reflections in the capsule windows, insisting they looked too perfect to be real. And then there were the wilder takes, that the whole thing was shot in a Hollywood studio, with Perry dangling from wires or even submerged in a water tank to simulate weightlessness. But experts quickly debunked this. In microgravity, hair movement depends on how much it's been disturbed. Early ISS footage shows astronauts with hair barely moving. And the lighting? Exactly what you'd expect from a small, fast-moving capsule at the edge of space. Still, the doubts kept spreading. Then came the deeper lore. Conspiracy forums lit up with claims that the NS-31 mission patch contained hidden symbols flip it upside down. And some swore it resembled occult imagery. Others linked the name New Shepard to biblical prophecy, suggesting the flight was some kind of elite ritual. And of course, Katy Perry's past Illuminati rumors resurfaced, with people analyzing her every move for signs. This isn't new. Perry's been accused of secret society ties for years, especially after her pyramid-heavy Super Bowl show in 2015. But now, with space in the mix, the theories went interstellar. So why are so many people convinced this was fake? Psychologists point to a simple truth. Conspiracy theories thrive on powerlessness. Think about it. Billionaires are joyriding to space while ordinary people struggle with rent, healthcare, and inflation. That disconnect breeds distrust. A 2023 study confirmed it. Those who feel economically left behind are far more likely to believe in hoaxes, especially when they involve the ultra-rich. When reality feels rigged, people start questioning everything, even rocket science. And in the age of algorithms, outrage spreads fast. A single TikTok claiming Katy's space trip was CGI can rack up millions of views overnight because, let's be honest, they faked it, gets more clicks than everything went as planned. Underneath all the wild theories, there's a real frustration here. Blue Origin's mission cost millions, funded privately, with no scientific goals beyond publicity. Critics argue this wasn't about women in STEM, it was a vanity project for the elite. And when you mix celebrity culture, billionaire ego, and space travel, skepticism was inevitable. As psychologist Dr. Karen Douglas explains, people don't just distrust institutions anymore, they distrust narratives. If something feels like a PR stunt, they'll assume it's hiding something, even if the facts say otherwise. Blue Origin hasn't directly addressed the hoax claims, but they've confirmed NS-31 followed all FAA regulations, just like William Shatner's 2021 flight. NASA also clarified this was a private mission, unrelated to their programs. In other words, yes, it happened. But in today's world, even official proof isn't always enough. At the end of the day, Katy Perry did go to space, unless you think Blue Origin, NASA, and every aerospace expert are in on it. But this story isn't just about a rocket ride. It's about how truth works now. We live in an era where anyone with a phone can debunk reality, where distrust is the default, and where spectacle often overshadows science. As space tourism grows, so will the conspiracy theories. Because for some people, the idea that billionaires can just buy a trip to space, that's the real sci-fi. So did Katy Perry really go to space? The evidence says yes. But in a world where AEA deepfakes exist and billionaires chase cosmic joyrides, can you blame people for doubting? Maybe the real question isn't about this mission, but what we choose to believe. And hey, if you're still not convinced, just remember, William Shatner cried when he saw Earth from space, and nobody faked that. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the blurred lines between fact and fiction, hit that like button. It helps more people find the video. And subscribe if you want more mind-bending stories like this. Thanks for watching, and remember, the truth is out there, even when the internet disagrees.